Hi, Sandra here, and as you might know, I am a clinical hypnotherapist with a special interest in working with misophonia. Now, during the course of my research into misophonia and how it affects our day-to-day lives, I noticed how impactful it can be on our closest relationships, particularly in marriages and relationships with our partners, significant others. Now, this is something I spotted in a support group. So I'm just going to quote, "I need help. My husband is my biggest trigger. And over the years, things have gotten pretty bad. So bad that there are very few things that do not send me reeling in panic or rage. Chewing, mouth noises, moving his feet, scrolling on any device, blowing his nose, scraping food on his plate, etc. And I know it's unfair, he's just trying to live his life, but it's killing me. He tries hard, but it's impossible not to do these things. And he just stares at me saying, I was trying to be quiet." Sometimes it really is so difficult to get him to understand that it's not the volume, it's just the sound. I've called him disrespectful and unkind, but I just don't think I can continue anymore. I don't know what the solution is. How can I make a marriage work like that? I'm desperate for help. So this type of scenario did crop up a fair bit when I was carrying out my own interviews. So how can you make a marriage or a relationship work in this kind of situation? I'm going to offer 3 points because I haven't got lots of time. I don't want to keep you all day. So the first one is to communicate when you are calm. And I know it's easier said than done, but if you choose a time to talk to your significant other, do it when you are already calm. Okay, so you're more likely to be able to get your point across. And secondly, our significant others might not understand what misophonia actually is or why we feel the way we do when they make these sounds, because not a lot of us are fully aware of exactly what it is and why we do these things, because not enough research has been done. We just recognise the unpleasant feelings. And it's also important to make your significant other aware that you are not being unreasonable when you feel these trigger emotions. Misophonia is not your fault. And calmly explaining how these noises make you feel is one step, but the next is perhaps giving them or directing them to some information about misophonia that might help them to understand the condition a bit better. It's not just that you are sensitive to loud noises. There are some good websites that explain what misophonia is and how it affects sufferers. Some of them are better than others, but I personally found the Misophonia Institute to be quite a good one. Maybe ask your significant other to have a read, and there may be some information online as well about how to support the sufferer of misophonia in your life, and I'm going to produce some content about that myself. And finally, focus on creating happiness in your relationship in ways that don't involve the trigger. It might be hard, but you may be able to find something. And if they love you and they want to support you, they will hopefully be open to making adaptations, such as eating more quietly or not scrolling on their device in the same room as you. but where can you have fun or downtime? Maybe a walk out in nature, a cosy chat by the fireside, reading quietly or watching a movie together, whatever. If you can find something that brings you joy where you may not be exposed to the trigger, and do more of it. So just to recap, staying calm when you communicate, or rather communicating when you're already feeling calm, educating your significant other, and focusing on the things that you can do together might be helpful. I know it's hard, but based on some of the interviews I carried out with people in relationships, especially the people that were happy in their relationships, I found that there were 4 common principles: humour, patience, mutual understanding, and creativity. These are essential ingredients for a good, happy relationship anyway, but if you can adopt these principles in your own relationship, if you're struggling to get your significant other to understand, hopefully you'll find this video helpful. And as ever, please do contact me if you have any questions. My name is Sandra Wilson, clinical hypnotherapist with a special interest in working with misophonia. Thank you for your time.